JBO the Prince, Mr. Prince of Palm Beach himself, man, checking in with Vereen TV, exclusive interview, man. Y'all damn sure don't want to miss this, I promise.
Alright, man, so how's it going, man?
Everything is everything, my brother, you know, just full grind mode, full work mode, as you see. I live in the workspace, you feel me?
Okay. You got your own thing set up, man, your own studio, you record yourself?
Yep. You know, I'm just now, actually, to be honest, getting the gist of things. You know, I was actually going to other studios, recording and working. But now, you know, as an artist, I want to be in full control of my whole artistry. So, took matters into my own hands, made the investment, and now we help.
So what's your process of like recording? Do you record yourself, send it off to get mixed, mastered? Like, do you do everything yourself? Like what?
As of right now, I do everything myself besides mastering. I'll send it off to get mastering. You know what I'm saying? So I record it, I mix it to my liking, of course. And then once I run it across my team, we'll have it like a little listening type of party type shit. And then once we all get a final agreement on the record, we'll send it off to get mastered.
Okay. Now for the artists that's looking, that go to like studios and shit, like give them like, what's the benefit of like recording yourself?
Oh man, well see, first and foremost, you saving yourself hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, some of these dudes who don't have the knowledge on what's going on behind the scenes, they just letting these engineers do whatever to their sound.
You know,
and they
act, so.
Right. They think that shit sound good and don't realize all he did was put some presets on your shit. You know, and now you sound like all the other 50 artists who done came through here. So when you got full control, first of all, you get a different perspective of the whole artistry, a different knowledge, a different understanding, so you get a different work ethic with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You really get to create art.
Okay. Now take us back to where you from.
Okay, I was born in New Jersey, 120 Sussex Street, Hackensack. I was raised in Palm Beach County. You know what I'm saying? I came down here in 2001. I was like 9 years old. And ever since then, you know, I'm from Lantana, Florida, Lake Worth. So just shit been, it been real. It's been ups and downs to the whole process, you know, just like with any and everybody's situation. But I believe everything is what you make it. You feel me? It ain't about where you at. It's about where you going. How you finna get there.
And what would you say, like, the difference, like, coming from Jersey to here? What are some of the things you notice difference? Like, the people, the vibes? Like, what would you say?
Definitely, like, the vibe is definitely different. Even though I was pretty young, you know, I was always kind of a grown-up, fast type of dude. I'm the youngest out of 4 siblings. My oldest brother, 34. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like I was always looking up to him and his dogs and what they was doing and wanting to do, you know, the same thing, wanting the same things they was getting, you know? So, it's like, down here is really where I learned how to live fast and gain and create these desires for myself, and would realize I ain't gonna stop at nothing until I achieve what it is I want, you know? So as a child, that was instilled in myself.
And you would pretty much say you from, if somebody asks you where you from, would you say Jersey or?
Oh, I'm definitely from Palm Beach.
Okay.
Lantana, Florida, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was just born in Jersey.
And what part of Palm Beach would you say you're from? You say Lantana?
Right, Lake Worth.
No, well, Lake Worth. What makes Lake Worth like different from the whole Palm Beach County?
That's a funny question because I can't really speak for the whole Lake Worth as a unit, but I can speak for myself and how I represent Lake Worth. You know what I'm saying? When you know JBO the Prince, you know he from Lake Worth. He from Lantana. If you know me before music, after music, during the music, you know I've only repped Lantana. I'm not a hood hopping ass type of nigga. I don't go to this nigga hood because I'm cool with him and rep his shit. I don't do none of that. If I fought with that hood, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They're going to fight with me because I'm just a thoroughbred ass nigga. But other than that, I'm from Lantana. I'm from Lake Worth, you know. And Boynton got a different vibe, you know. It's kind of like self-explanatory in a way. Downtown got their own little vibe. Boynton got their own vibe. Boca damn sure got their own vibe. You know what I'm saying? They don't even fucking be mentioned with us. So it's like, it's almost, once you experience each city, you kind of get an idea of how they differentiate, you know.
Okay. And you went to jail, prison a couple years. Like, what was that situation about?
Yeah, man. You know, before prison, you got to go through the whole jail process and shit, fighting your case and whatnot. That was 2012, September 25th, 2012. You feel me? I got locked up. I was in gun club for like 9 months, 10 months. After that, they shipped me to Belgrade. That's when I realized shit was getting serious with my case, you know, because I'm like, damn, okay, I'm doing all this time. Maybe they might give me time serving this bitch. So, fuck though, dog.
They give you no time served?
I mean, yeah, when I got sentenced to go to prison, they gave me all that time served in the county, you feel me? So, it definitely, that helped me, dog, because my release date was, my max date was September 25th, 2018. I got out October 30th, 2017. You know, I had a whole year worth of game time, you feel me? So, that shit, man, I did a total of 5 years. You know, I was sentenced to 6, but like I said, with a whole year worth of game time, I got out in 5. So, I never was able to go to work release because my custody was way too fucking high. Yeah. You know, I was convicted for robbery with a firearm. You know, so yeah, my custody level never dropped. I was working in the kitchen the whole goddamn time.
So what was that like, man? Like, what was like the difference? Like, you noticed as far as like you going in. Like, what changed in your life? What are some of the things you changed? Like people, like some situations, or
I'm gonna say this, dog. Honestly. Cause my mama, it's funny. My mama, her first visit to me was, "Oh, I hope you finna do this and do that when you get out and change this." And I say, "Listen, Mom, I love you to death, but one thing about me, I'm a grown man and I'm already embedded in who I am. Yeah. My ways can't change. Me as a person can't change, but my ways I can change. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who know me, they'll tell you I don't even fuck off, but I'm very much more awoke and wise now. I'm very much more knowledgeable to my actions, you know what I'm saying? Because before, like I said, I ain't give a fuck, you know? If you made me feel some type of way, I'm going to act on how I felt. Now, I could more so analyze a situation and know what chess move to make. You know, I ain't playing checkers no more, it's straight chess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think you changed because that's something you wanted to do, or do you think it was the prison? Like, what do you, like?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
My experience through prison is what enlightened me to want to change my ways, you know what I'm saying? Because I was blinded by my ways. All that fast money, fast living, all the women, the cars, this, that, and the third. Like I said, people who know me, all the high school, the teachers, I was in 8th grade pulling up to school, you know what I'm saying? A freshman pulling up to school, mouth full of gold. My teachers would look at me funny, you know what I'm saying? But I also, you know, I got held back twice. They knew I was a lot older than the average person in my grade. So it wasn't nothing really they could do or tell me. But, you know, it definitely bettered me as a person and as a man. You know, I'm very much more appreciative of things, of the small things. Yeah. Being able to open my fridge. I love that shit. You feel me? Being able to fucking get a piece of mail. I love that shit. I ain't give a damn about a piece of mail before prison. Now, where my mail at, babe?
Now, what are some of the things what are some of the things you took for granted before going in, but now you cherish? Like you say, the mail, the refrigerator.
Yeah, definitely. Your freedom, period, dog. You know what I'm saying? The luxury to be able to eat when you want to, shit when you want to, sleep when you want to, wake up when you want to. It's all in there, bro. You getting told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It ain't no sleeping and in. Ain't none of that. Niggas is up by 3, 4 o'clock every day, a.m. You know what I'm saying? You don't even sit on your bed, nigga, till fucking goddamn after 5:45. So shit in there ain't what it is, and I wouldn't wish that on nobody, dog. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, you know. But you know, the system got its own outlook, dog, and I'm just one nigga. That's why I go so hard on what I do, so I can have a platform to really influence these people and enlighten them to what this lifestyle, this business really consists of. You know, motherfuckers always portraying like it's cool to do this and do that. I done what I had to do because that was the path that was delegated to me, dog. Yeah. My situations and predicaments called for me to do these drastic measures. I didn't say, hey, I want to go rob this dude just because it's fun to me. That's stupid as fuck to me. You feel what I'm saying? But I needed my bag. So guess what? I did what the fuck I had to do. You know? Other than that, I don't glorify that shit. If you really listen to my music in depth, I talk about my experiences in my life. I don't glorify this shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now, what would you say your craziest experience, like, locked up, that you remember? Some crazy shit you remember, you were surprised, you're like, oh, shit.
Man, it was so goddamn many, dog.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
I could say, I don't know, all them bitches was crazy, but the funniest, I could say, mind you, when I worked in the kitchen for like 1.5 years. I was the cook in that bitch. So I was in there one day. Every area got like its own little area. Yeah. So I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm cooking and shit. And I bent down to open the kettle to put the food in the little pan and shit. And something just tell me to look up and look to my right. And mind you, it was wartime on the pound. You know, I'm a blood, you feel me? But my peoples are straight. The Zoes and I think the motherfucking Thresays was going through it or some shit. But anyway, I look up, and at the same exact time I look up, I see my dog pick up the goddamn push broom. That bitch, you know, the end of it like this big.
Oh, yeah.
Smack this nigga in his whole grill. Gushing. You feel me? Like fucking Mario, nigga. His whole shit went to gushing. So that shit was pretty funny. That pretty crazy. Dog. Niggas blood splattered everywhere.
Now, what happened in situations like that? Like, I guess 9 times out of 10, the person just probably said he slipped and fell or some shit.
I mean, well, they got cameras in certain areas. You know, some of these niggas, they don't care about the blind spots because you could always strike in the blind spot. But when it's wartime, you ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? You finna go handle business. So, motherfucking, they did it right in front of the CO office. You know what I'm saying? Smacked his ass. They ran down. They pressed their panic. They got a panic button on their walkies. So as soon as they hit that shit,
everybody just...
These motherfuckers come like roaches, bro. I'm still trying to figure out to this day where they come from and how they come so fast, bro. There's so many COs when they hit that button, bro.
That's crazy.
So the niggas, they just come deep. You know, they lay shit down. They got the gas cans. If you ain't cooperating, they gonna gas the fuck out you. Beat your ass while you choking. You know, that type of shit. Might kick you in your mouth a couple times.
Yeah.
Man, listen, dog. One thing about me in there, I made sure, fuck a nigga. Fuck them ops. Fuck them. Yeah. I was worried about the COs putting their hands on me, dog. Because I can't punch this nigga in his mouth like I can this dude. You feel me? Sure. I can't go poke this one up. I can't do that to these COs. You know, so that's why I would make sure that it's all a mutual respect. The COs know what time it is in there, so as long as you make them do less paperwork, you straight. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what percentage of I guess the male prisons have like female COs?
I mean it's fairly evenly distributed, dog. But depending on the area of the prison, really determines, I guess, the ratio. You know what I'm saying? Like I was all the way up in the Panhandle my whole bid. You feel me? I was the closest down south I was is right before I got out, and I was in Polk County. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I was in North Florida, man. This straight country is fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The women look like Sasquatch and shit.
That's what I was about to say. What's your crazy experience? Because I know some people, they be doing crazy shit to the COs. They end up writing them up. Mm-hmm. Like some crazy shit they do to the female COs.
Oh, and there, man, they used to try them female COs. They got they got some shit called gunning. You feel me?
Gunning at them.
Yeah, they be gunning at that shit. That was never my stilo, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being on my B's, nigga. You feel me? I ain't never gunned these hoes. Why? Because I feel like it was never enough for me to just look at them and gun them. You feel me? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you just being naked. I could think about all the hoes I done fucked. You know what I'm saying? So. And I ain't never wanted to get labeled as no fucking sex offender. Because, if you get caught 3 times, you get labeled when you get out. I'm straight. So I wasn't even playing that. You know what I'm saying? There was, when I was working in the kitchen, I had a inside plug, though, who was dropping off that sack to me. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody thought I was fucking her. But in all actuality, I was just getting my money. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never want to make her get no emotions involved when she play with my bag. You feel me? True. I was like, fuck that. Yeah.
Just for the money.
Right.
Now, what message you got for the kids? Because you say you don't really glorify the shit. So what message? Because a lot of people think this shit is cool until they realize they got to be in it. They gonna be locked down for 23 hours in one. Right. And they think this shit is real deal cool, like doing this shit. A lot of because these rappers they glorify. Some of these niggas glorify and they never was in this situation. Like,
correct.
So what advice you can give to the youth?
Man, it's cool and it's okay to be you, dog. Yeah. If you got a nigga around you telling you, oh, that ain't cool or that ain't cool, that's because he ain't cool enough to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to do and be as cool as you. I had homeboys telling me that I can't rap, that I'm trash. And they were the same homeboys trying to call me to be in my videos, to take them to the professional studios. Why? Because I took that shit and I turned it into motivation. Gotcha. Middle school, the only nigga in middle school rapping. You know what I'm saying? So my fucking weight was a lot heavier back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to be good to impress people because there was nobody else doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some of my own dogs didn't even listen to my shit. I burned CDs. This is back when CDs was popping. Nigga, I was burning CDs, bringing them to school, giving them shits out. And that's really when like I said, how I started popping, bro. Because I've been doing this shit so long and everybody's seeing the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got, man, so much shit, bro. I don't know if you're familiar with Foreign Tech. He's a big producer now.
Foreign Tech. I've probably heard of him.
Yeah, man. He produced a lot of songs with Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller, YNW and shit. He produced my whole first album. You know what I'm saying? I got songs with the man and all. No, them niggas probably don't even know he rap. Yeah. But, you know, he want. I ain't gonna speak on the niggas, but, man, kudos to that nigga and all his success. You feel me? So, yeah, man. I'm here, man. I'm JBO the Prince, man.
Now, with the, before we get to the music, break down the name.
Alright, the name. Now, a lot of people ask me where that originates from. Now, JBO is actually John being original. John, you know what I'm saying? John is my first name. Yeah. And I'm always, in everything I do, I'm always going to separate myself and stand out. You know what I'm saying? So, John being original. The Prince comes from the lifestyle that I live, that I was living, that I am living. You know what I'm saying? You see my crib, my shit nice. It's like royalty. Yeah. My girl come home, she cook, she clean. You know what I'm saying? My bag is secured. Yeah. You know, I got my luxuries in my palace. I got a peace of mind. I got positivity in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? This is my kingdom, dog. So how when I was in the streets and shit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they see how fast I live. I got all the women, all of this money, jewelry, different cars, this, that, and the third. So I felt like a prince. I felt like royalty the way I was treated. You know what I'm saying? When I step in a room, everyone want to look who that is. You know, so. That's where it all originates from.
Okay. So that was, let me ask you a question. Did you have that name before the music, or that's just something that came along?
My actual first rap name ever, artist name was Baby J. You feel me? It's tatted on me. So it kind of all entails into each other, Baby JBO the Prince. Yeah. As I got older, as I grew, I realized I can't be calling myself baby but as a grown man. You know, I don't know about Lil Baby and Birdman Baby, all these niggas. They grown ass better, they call baby. You know what I'm saying? But that's to each his own, dog. Me, I ain't finna be no grown ass man and a nigga call me baby. So fucking only my day one niggas in my immediate circle know me as Baby J. If you really follow my music and you go back to the SoundCloud and all that shit, you gonna hear all of that Baby J shit. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to Foreign Tech producing all of that shit. You know, so.
So did the question? The Baby J came after prison, after you got locked up, or before?
That was all before. That was the start of everything. Yeah. You feel me?
So you was making music like way before you got locked up.
I took interest in music at 7 years old. When Bow Wow was motherfucking coming out with that Bow Wow Wow yippee yo yippee yay. I remember clear as day, 7 years old, sitting in my New Jersey apartment, dog. Seeing that video for the first time. Yeah. And I said, damn, bro, that shit looks so fucking cool. If this nigga could do it, I could do it. And that gave me all the motivation I need to take interest. And that, like, by 8, 9 years, more so towards 9, is when I really started writing. Every fucking minute. Every chance I get, I was so infatuated with writing. You know what I'm saying? I was garbage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at that age, there was, like I said, there was nobody doing what I'm doing, and I'm so consistently doing it. People have no choice but to take me serious with it. Yeah. So over the years, you know, as I grew and got better, you know, I used to record in my closet on a Radio Shack mic, you know, and on Audacity. And any true artist knows about Audacity. You know what I'm saying? So from that point, I reached like 16, and then I actually met Foreign Tech, and he heard me and he told me he had a studio and he wanted to work with me instantly, you know. So we met at the basketball court, and then after we was done hooping, we went slapped to his studio, you know what I'm saying? So fucking at that point is when I started engaging in only professional studios, because I realized the sound was different. I realized the environment is different. I realized this is the next level to what I was doing. So I set that bar for myself, and at that point, you know, I realized I was growing, you know. So along with me, my name and everything, my persona, my image, everything has to grow. Can't just be the music.
So at what point in your life, or how old you was, that you were like actually started taking it like serious?
Like died, yeah, like died, 10, 11, yeah. I put together my first actual CD at like 12 years old.
Damn, that's crazy.
Had like 12 songs on it actually, and I freestyled the whole thing. And I was so ecstatic, bro, because I was able to say, I got a body of work. You know what I'm saying? And that, again, I made copies and I started passing them out again. And it was a lot better than the first go-round, you know? And at this point when people knew, oh, yeah, that nigga JBO, yeah, he a rapper, you know?
Now, let me ask you a question. What was, like, the support, like, in the household, the friends, like, when you first started? Like, everybody was taking you serious? Or, like, what was that like?
All right, well, with my family, of course, family, they think this shit was cute. They didn't really take me serious, you know.
Yeah.
They wasn't invested in me. They wasn't taking me to the studio. So none of that shit, bro. And I used to ask them, hey, Ma, hey, Dad, take me to the studio. They was the type of shit because I was always getting in trouble and being bad and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They used to try to bribe me instead of help me. And then realizing in actuality, I'm going to do this shit regardless if y'all help me or not. So why wouldn't you make it easier instead of harder for me?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, I just thought, I took that and I ran with it. I realized ain't nobody going to help me like I'm going to help myself. So once everyone seen how much I was doing by myself and putting in and investing in myself, it made them want to help me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Now, who would you say introduced you into music? Like, or maybe an artist or something influence?
Let me see. My biggest inspiration is Wayne.
Wayne.
The biggest inspiration. Like I said, from a child, I set my standards to an all-time high. I used to listen to Wayne. I grew up on Wayne, 50, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Eminem, lyricist, dog. J. Cole, Big Sean type of shit, bro. So I always told myself, dog, I want to be better than them, if not on their level, dog. So that's why a lot of these local niggas and even a lot of these industry niggas, they don't impress me, dog. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be in a heartbeat if I could get one of them in front of me. I'd batter them for all of their money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started out freestyling, bro. I started writing after the fact. I'm so ill with this freestyling shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, in prison, niggas was betting canteen on me, dog. And niggas don't just play with their money in prison. If you've ever been locked up, you know that. You know? So, if a nigga gonna put his sack on me, you better, they know what time it is. So,
You know, what was it like growing up for you, like as far as like the household? Would you say you had it hard or easy?
I always had it harder than all my other siblings because I was such a fucking rotten apple, you know what I'm saying? Which also has to do with my name of this project, Black Sheep. Black Sheep dropping soon, man. Y'all stay tuned.
So you say you was kind of like the oddball, would you say?
Yeah, Black Sheep. You know, I always would get my ass whooped where everybody else don't. You know what I'm saying? I get the blame for everything type shit. But, you know, at the end of the day, I realized, when I got older, I realized this now. Because I used to just think they was tripping. But as I got older, you know, especially when I was locked up, having so much time to reflect on my life and myself as a man, I realized where I went wrong at and what caused them to do these certain things and take certain actions. You feel me? And as any type of adult, you gotta be willing to admit where you fuck up at and where you wrong.
True. Now you feel like how could I word this? Do you feel like it was because you were the youngest? Was that one of the reasons why? I guess.
I don't even think it was because of that, dog.
No.
None of my other siblings was ever in the streets, dog.
So you was like probably the first.
I was like 15 when my pops first kicked me out. You feel me? And that happened. My dad was always a tough love ass nigga, dog. And it was because I bought myself my first cell phone ever with my first job, dog. And I was fucking in school, kept getting in trouble with my shit. And the nigga got tired of taking me back and forth to Saturday school. So one day the nigga tried to take my shit. And I refused to get it to him, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, if I want to be a grown-ass man, I can get out his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't buy this bitch. You ain't paid that day of the bill. You know what I'm saying? You could take anything else that you done bought, but you ain't getting this. And ever since then, nigga kicked me out, you know? And I had to fend for myself, you know? It was less school. I got to make more money to try to figure out where I'm going to live. You know, there was times I slept in the motherfucking backseat of cars, in the park tunnels, all type of shit, dog. You know, but again, this a Vereen exclusive. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna hear this type of information to find that nowhere else, dog.
Now, what was the reason y'all moved to Florida? And did the whole family move?
Yeah, everybody like kind of followed each other. You know, first it was my grandparents, which is my mom's mom.
Yeah.
She came down here. That we would always come down on vacay. And then my mom's fell in love with the area and shit. You know what I'm saying? So she bought a house down here. Then we moved down here. Yep.
Okay.
So she pretty much just followed her mama and then everybody, all our other family from up top moved down and shit. I got a couple family but still up there. Shit.
What's your biggest regret in life, would you say?
Honestly, I don't have any regrets because I've learned from all of my mistakes.
Now, what would you say the biggest problem you had to overcome in life?
Myself. And when I say that, I mean my areas where I could be strengthened at. My quick temper, my sarcasm, my not my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like I think I know too much, but it's not my fault that I'm intellectual. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I learn fast. I pay a lot of attention. I do a lot of research. I'm not a dumb nigga. You feel me?
Okay. Now, what do you enjoy most about being a musician versus what do you dislike about being?
What I enjoy most, dog, is just creating great music, timeless pieces that people find so much joy and appreciation in. That alone makes me feel fucking great. I don't do this shit for the money. You feel me? I got money. I've been getting money. You know what I'm saying? I went to prison for getting money.
Yeah.
So I do this because it makes me happy first and foremost, and it makes other people happy. And for other people to appreciate what I do just means the world to me. That's why I really appreciate my supporters and my fans, So on the flip side, what I dislike about it, it's a lot of work, Nobody likes a lot of work, but that's where you see who really separates themselves and who's really dedicated and who wants this shit. You feel me? Because a bit to tell you, I don't play that 9 to 5 shit, dog.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm a hard worker at any and everything I do.
Okay. What's your biggest fear in life?
My Bob not making me see it to a point where I feel I'm comfortable at.
You want to go more into depth, like break that down?
I want to get to a point where I feel I can say I'm successful. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, my mom's she won't be going to work. My pops won't be going to work. Neither will none of my siblings, my team. Nobody around me will be working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not because they don't want to. It's because I'll have been put myself in a position to be able to say, hey, you ain't got to do that if you choose not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's, I ain't even going to say it's just towards my mom. That's what everybody who's dear to me. You know what I'm saying? Because any day could be a day, dog, and you don't know. That's why I live it like it's my last, and I go hard every day like it's my last.
True.
So people die every day, dog, and it's like I definitely want my people to see all the hard work that I'm putting in, pay the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
For real, it's paying off. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah. Now, what makes you different from other artists in Palm Beach County?
JBO the Prince, Mr. POPV, man, that's almost self-explanatory, dog. But when you hear about music, when you see the way I carry myself, when you see my online presence, my stage presence, the way I perform, the way I connect with the crowd, the way I move the crowd, you see that it's something different. It feels different. It's a different experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of energy. When you're around me, it's a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And again, when you hear the music, it's just like, damn. Because if you listen to my music before you ever have a conversation with me, you'll never be able to tell that I'm this type of in-depth speaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why you never judge people as well. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say listen in depth because there's some people who just listen to music and they don't understand what they're listening to. You know what I'm saying? They're just listening. So, like I said, when you really listen to my shit and hear the way I put words together, the way I use entendres, you know what I'm saying, deliver it, emphasize, it's crazy, dog. It's real life. It's passion. It's dedication. It's blood, sweat, and tears for real.
Okay. So for an up-and-coming artist, which of these three things you think the most important? You got the money, the clout, or the talent?
You said out of all three of those, which is the most important?
Yeah, the money, clout, or the talent.
Money is definitely most important because you can't have none of that without the money. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to invest into yourself to keep the clout.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that goes back to rappers, artists. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Every rapper ain't an artist.
True. So what would you say you accomplished as an artist?
As an artist, up until this point, what I could say I accomplished is definitely a solid fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I make money off my music. You know, I collect royalty statements. You know, so definitely at this point, I've solidified a foundation. You know, a following that I could say comfortably, hey, I could book a show and know X amount of people is gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? I know at this point I've gained access on how to control a crowd. You know, there's been shows where I feel like motherfuckers are scared to put me next to the headliner because they know what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I'm inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
And what's next for you as an artist? Any up and coming features, projects you working on?
Definitely, man. What's next is huge. This year is huge for JBO the Prince. About said ENT, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the label. We going hard, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot in the works. Y'all see I just dropped a new video on New Year's, Murder Them, going brazy right now. You know, we got no jumper lined up, say cheese. We going hard with it, you know. We got a lot of features, you know what I'm saying, in the works. A lot of features that's pretty big, you know. We making it happen this year, you know. I ain't gonna say too much. You just gotta keep up with it, you know. We always working. That's one thing about it. If you know JBO the Prince, you know I'm always working. I'm always cooking.